Welcome everyone to AOA Eclipse. I am your host James Hayton, and I apologise for my absence last week, but here we are in what's perhaps our biggest event ever. We are live in the SCG, and let's just get straight into the action. And the Commonwealth here tonight, using their rematch clause here in perhaps the biggest AOA stage imaginable at the SCG. They would have probably preferred the MCG, but they're getting their opportunity at the AOA Tag Team Championships, the titles they feel they did not deserve to lose over in the States. It'll be interesting to see if they'll recapture them back on home soil. Speaking of the champions, and there you go, the men that defeated the Commonwealth over in Las Vegas: Jordan Shadows, Brian Styles, Dishonoured, and they are looking to keep their gold here tonight and not fall victim to the AOA Championship curse of not being able to defend the belts once. It'll be interesting to see how they'll do away from home turf, unlike last time. And that's what it's for, ladies and gentlemen. The AOA Tag Team Championships. This day before Harry Rayner, Lance Scarlatino. Men who firmly believe they are still the rightful champions despite losing in Las Vegas. Looking to, like I said, rectify that on home soil. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Brian Styles, Jordan Shadows, Dishonoured, the current AOA Tag Team Champions, and looking to keep it that way here tonight. We'll be able to see if they would be able to hold the championships, especially against the former champions. Probably, arguably, the best two teams we have here in AOA, competing for the grandest tag team prize in our company. And remember, this is tornado rules, so there's no need to tag in, and this arguably should favour the Commonwealth, as you see there with Scarlatino with the neck breaker. Styles, though, getting the advantage on Rayner with the backbreaker, and now this Jordan Shadows looking to make it an all Dishonoured momentum swing, but struggling. Nice suplex there from Styles, and Scarlatino instantly removing a buckle pad. The referee should have stopped him, although to be fair, there are no real disqualifications here in this tornado tag match, purely on the basis that the referee can control everything that would be happening here. Jordan Shadows now just raining punches to the face of Scarlatino as Rayner eats another backbreaker for his troubles. And a Saito suplex there from Shadows. And Styles, with the first pin of the match, going for the 1 count on Rayner. Scarlatino just being thrown to the floor. And Rayner floating off the back and hitting a reverse DDT on Styles, and now it's all Commonwealth. As I say that, Scarlettino being thrown to the floor face first by Shadows. Styles having his neck cranked by Reina, probably not comfortable. Reina going for the second, trying to one-up Styles, and does. Scarlettino now getting control of Shadows and Straight Jacket German. Styles just being ditched from the corner. And choke now. This is what the Commonwealth are looking to do, as a nice senton there from Lance Scarlettino. And now pandering to the home crowd, trying to get some support, but these fans here in attendance do not love the duo from Melbourne. Styles missing a flying forearm attempt on Reina. Scarlettino just was stomping away on Shadows, and now dropping the elbow. Backbreaker there from Styles. Kick to the back. Lance being pulled in. Reverses though for a Northern Lights, going for the bridging pin, only getting the 1 count. Reina hung up on the top rope. Lance drop kick to the side of the head of Shadows. This is extremely chaotic. Very back and forth as well. As soon as you think one team has complete momentum, one manages to get back, and there's a Ricola bomb from Lance Scarlettino there. Now just dropping the elbow on the knee. Shadows. Styles finally getting control back of Reina. Scarlettino smartly breaking the count up and threatening to punch Styles as he throws him into his teammate. Shadows missing the elbow. Scarlettino now in a hairy predicament here with both Shadows and Styles. As I say that, Shadows going after Reina. Arm drag there from Reina as Scarlettino tries to rip out the other arm of Styles. Reina going for the pin. Only getting a 1 count. I don't know what move he hit at the time. I'm sure the fans in attendance would be able to tell me. Scarlettino with big spine buster to Styles. It goes for the pin. 1, 2. Only 2. Shadows raking the back of Reina. Looking for the Rainmaker Lariat. Flooring Scarlettino. Sit out powerbomb there from Styles. And it's all breaking down for the Commonwealth now. They were once in charge, and looks to me like Shadows has busted Reina open. That's not going to go down well for the Commonwealth, especially in the later half of this match. Goes for the pin to Shadows. 2, 3. The sight of Reina's own blood was enough to keep him down. And then you can see all the chaos that I had to try and cover. But ultimately, your winners, interestingly enough, Dishonoured. A nice spinebuster there from Scarlettino, showing all the damage that was inflicted in this match. And there you see the beginning of the end for Reina. That Rainmaker Lariat. Blood now pouring on the face of Reina, and that was ultimately Now we move on to our next contest. Bit of a grudge match between our resident giant and old class Alf. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Gray, not too long ago, issued an open challenge which was answered by Paulie, Luigi and Butch, and in sick fashion destroyed all three men with ease, each with a psycho driver, until afterwards his opponent tonight made an appearance and staked claim to facing the Nordic Giant. So as always, it will be interesting to see how this matchup will go, especially considering the dominance that Caleb Gray has had recently. And speaking of his opponent, here he comes now. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend. He spent some time away recently to go film a movie, I heard, but now he is back looking to get some momentum here in AOA after his debut match. And it's interesting to see he's picked perhaps his toughest challenge ever in the form of the Nordic Giant Caleb Gray. So it'll be interesting, well, you know me, I'm always interested to see how this matchup will go. As I stated earlier, it'll be interesting to see if World Class will be able to beat a giant here tonight. Caleb Gray, Gianluca Martini, and this matchup is underway. And they both go for a collar and elbow tie-up, and Martini getting the upper hand with this surprising strength advantage, although Caleb might have made it easy for Martini in a clean break, and again a lock-up. Caleb Gray, interestingly enough, with the wrist lock, trying to play to Martini's game, which is an interesting choice from the Nordic Giant. Usually we see him go in there and just flatten opponents. Going for a different approach here tonight, as he's stuck in the Fujiwara armbar, which was released, and gets caught into a gut-wrench suplex. The strength of Martini must have been hitting the gym hard during his time filming the movie. Surprisingly doing well against the big man, dropping the knee across his leg. Martini picking him up now, slap across the face. Caleb Gray going up top, which is an interesting choice of strategy for Martini, and drops the elbow across the chest of Caleb Gray. Standing him back up now, whipping him off, well, over the ropes, and gets meat with a kick to the face as Martini gets flattened with the shoulder tackle, and that is what Caleb Gray has been known to do. Just outright flatten. However, when he goes straight back to the technical side, Martini getting the upper hand. And again, resorting back to the technical side, although big back body drop, just stalling him up on his shoulder. This is what Caleb needs to do, just planting Martini on his head with that suplex. Now lifting him up, a knee across the face. The just brutal offense of Caleb Gray. It's not pretty. It just gets the job done, and pump handle throw into the punch. Caleb Gray now firmly in control here. Goes through it Martini. Martini reversing back over the ropes and gets the tackle to the floor. Martini stomping away on the Nordic Giant, who surprisingly has had the upper hand for most of this match, although eats the back body drop onto the floor. Yes, there is mats there, and we've got a tarp covering the grass oval of the SCG, but that is not a comfy spot to be landing on. Regardless, and Caleb Gray learning that as well after being taken down with clothesline, and a shoulder tackle to Martini. Don't let this match end as a count out. Kick to the back of Martini. And Gray running back into the ring. Is Martini going to make it? No! Caleb breaking the count. Not going for the count out victory. Clear message being sent there by Caleb as he throws Martini into the ring steps. Caleb wanting to do as much damage as he can on the outside, but still wanting to pin world-class Gianluca Martini. And big Falcon's Arrow doesn't sit out with it though. Martini smartly throwing Caleb back into the ring and getting back in himself. The more in the ring it stays, it's going to be better for Martini. As I say that, big choke slam to Gianluca Martini. And pulls him in. What's Caleb got in mind here? Just dropping the knee to the back of the head and just showing that Martini isn't much trouble at the moment. Martini though picking up the big man and delivering the snake eyes. This is impressive strength from Martini. Probably more than what people would give him credit for. I wasn't expecting this. Martini now rolling Caleb Gray, dropping the elbow, and now pandering to his legions of fans here tonight at the SCG. Now Caleb pulling Martini in and just planting him with that powerbomb. Is that going to be it? 1, 2. Whoa. Only a 2 count from Caleb Gray. And now probably looking for that psycho driver. Hooks him up and hits it. And that is probably all she wrote for Martini. Goes for the pin, does Caleb. 1, 2, 3. He put up a good fight, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately for world-class Gianluca Martini, that time away filming a movie came back to bite him. He put up a valiant effort though against the Nordic Giant, proved to be a tougher challenge than expected, but in the end, fallen victim to that psycho driver. Now moving on to our next contest, we have an exciting debut here. And our most relative newcomer, Tiffany, getting an opportunity to shine on the big stage here tonight against a debuting female star, hoping to get some momentum and put her name forward into our AOA Women's Championship picture. She's been very impressive so far in her stay in AOA, and she'll be looking to continue that here tonight. Meanwhile, here's the debut. And that's right, Sojo Lin making a debut here tonight at AOA. One of the hottest newcomers to sign to AOA. And she's looking to make a stand and make a name for herself. Potentially earn herself an AOA championship match. Well, women's championship match, I should say. It'll be interesting to see how she fares though here tonight. Tiffany, Sojo Lin, and this matchup is underway. And Tiffany going straight for it. Sojo was trying to soak up the atmosphere and eats a DDT, planting her on top of her head for it, although firing back with the knee straight to the face of Tiffany, and not taking too kindly of Tiffany and not letting her soak in her moment in front of the new crowd here tonight. Nice belly to back suplex from Sojo Lin as she starts to pick up Tiffany, and a kick to the side of the head was blocked. Sojo though not really taking too much of it and driving the knee for a kitchen sink to Tiffany. Tiffany now just struggling to get in any offense. As I say that, whipping Sojo off the ropes and jumping high knee straight to the face. Tiffany trying to take the advantage now and backbreaker. These two women are newest stars in the women's division. Tiffany being here a lot longer though, with a beautiful head scissors. Picking her up, sorry, Hurricanrana, and snap German suplex with her head bouncing off the bottom rope as well. Tiffany should slowly pick up Sojo Lin. Sojo fighting back though. And a nice crucifix, driver style, didn't go for the pin. Sojo now just dumping on the arm, and what's she got in mind here? Hooking the arm, and oh no. Oof! An arm breaker there from Sojo Lin. Very brutal offense so far from the debutante. Tiffany though with funds carried takedown. Sojo being very impressive so far in her debut match. A kick to the leg of Tiffany. And now what Sojo got in mind here, hooking the legs and just stomping on the knees. Sojo a bit more technical than Tiffany. Tiffany will show you some flashy offense. Sojo just resorting to brutality at the moment with repeated head rammed into the buckle. And yes, Sojo Lin, the more technically versed from what I hear between the two competitors, and now looking to go up second rope, pulling Tiffany to her feet, and went for the missile drop kick and missing. Tiffany though not jumping to take advantage. As I say that, reverse DDT from Tiffany. Now dragging her into the middle. And just raining in shots. Bit unlike Tiffany to resorting to brutal offense. Just more of a flashy kind, and as well, I was about to say as we were going to see there, but no, just stomping in the midsection and walking over Sojo Lin. Just change of game plan from Tiffany is working well so far. Goes for the pin, is that going to be enough? One. Only getting the 1 count. Kick to the back, Sojo. Stomp to the face as well. And nice dragon screw there from Sojo Lin. Now going for the pin off of that. 1. Only getting the 1 count. Not surprising there. Sojo picking up Tiffany. What's she got in mind here? Tiffany will go for the Hurricanrana, gets caught and eats a powerbomb as punishment. Sojo stomped to the leg. Now what's she got in mind here? Seating up Tiffany, picking her up to one knee, hooking her in. Nice suplex, legs getting caught up in the ropes though. And now Sojo going up top. What's she got in mind here? Gesturing for Tiffany to stand to her feet. And looking to put the finishing touches on Tiffany with the Dragon Rana, but not. I don't think she caught enough of it. Sojo thinks she has though. Is that the intention? Tiffany now stuck in the corner. This is going to be bad. And brutal kick to the back and clothesline down, and Sojo perhaps looking to put it away right now with a kick to the stomach and another one. Big spinning hook kick to the face. And is that going to be it? 1, 2. Tiffany showing some resilience there, only getting the 2 count. Sojo Lin now goes to pick her up. Leg sweep there by Tiffany. Stomp to the arm. Dropping the knee to the small of the back of Tiffany. Sorry, Sojo. Tiffany now just circling and stomp to the back of the head of Sojo Lin. Sweep of the leg goes Sojo. Stomp to the chest. Pulling her out towards the middle. Goes for the pin. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Only a 2 count. I'm not surprised by this, but it was an interesting choice by Sojo. Thought she might have had her there. Drop kick to the back of the head and a kick to the back. It's Sojo got in mind here. Hooking her up. Nice German suplex there from Sojo, and stomping on the arm. Pulling her up now. Hooking her up in a fireman's carry, and Death Valley driver straight into the buckles. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. That could have been it, and I wouldn't have been surprised by that. Sojo though, drop kick to the back again. There is no quitting Tiffany. And this is probably surprising Sojo, but they go straight in with the cross arm breaker. Is that going to be it for Tiffany? As soon as I say there is no quitting her, and she taps out. Sojo Lin, impressive victory here with the cross arm breaker. And here you can see Tiffany resorting to a more brutal fashion instead of a high pace, high style, which is more commonly known for since arriving in AOA. There was a dragon screw by Sojo Lin. A back hook kick, nearly knocking her out. And it was pretty much Sojo Lin for the majority, especially closing moments of this match. And what an impressive debut here by Sojo Lin. We move on to our next contest, which should be high on violence.
This is my time, my grind. Promise I'ma do this right. Open eyes, see the sign. Now I give it all I got. This is not what you think. This is nowhere near a game to me. It's the air that I breathe in my wildest dreams. Seems out of reach and a little far from my grand. Time fast, just to fall on my ass every time.
And this match is an interesting story behind it. Both Crimson and Mark Williams, his opponent here tonight, both wanted an opportunity to not miss out on the biggest show of the, well, so far, I would say year, but so far here in AOA. And after immense pressure, our general manager Shay Hodgson put these two together, and they moved it into an Iron Man match, 20 minutes. And Crimson is coming out here with in mind that sure, Mark Williams has all the tools to be a great newcomer, a great AOA original, but he will never be the AOA original in Crimson's mind. And speaking of his opponent, the assassin Mark Williams making his way to the ring. And the last time he was at an AOA pay-per-view, he was in an all-out war with Cyber Jordan, which took both men out for a considerable amount of time. Although being ever hungry as he was, Mark Williams, injured or not, wanted his back in. Shay giving him the opportunity here tonight to do so. So it'll be interesting if he will be able to take this opportunity in his stride. Crimson, Mark Williams, 20 minutes on the clock, starting from now. This most fools to finish, whoever could get the most in 20 minutes will win this match. Mark Williams instantly with a power advantage over Crimson, sending it to the corner, and Crimson slapping Mark in the face. Total sign of disrespect, and teeps a spinebuster for his troubles. You've got to argue here the favourite for this match is Mark Williams after the events that have happened recently on a nice air raid crash neckbreaker last night. And he's already looking to finish. Crimson here looking for Finis Dolor Cordis, and he hits it dead center in the ring, goes for the pin. 1, 2, only getting the 2 count. As I was saying before that, quick work there by Mark Williams. Mark is argued the favourite here by the members of the AOA roster. After his battle with Siler Jordan, I mean, the man took a pile driver from the apron and still managed to keep going in that match. Mark Williams has proved that he could take an endless amount of punishment. Crimson, on the other hand, two rolling cutters from Hunter Quinn, both times not being able to win the AOA Commonwealth Championship, one of which knocked him out to win the AOA Commonwealth title for Hunter. So we don't know yet for Crimson what he'll be able to provide as he spikes Mark Williams, I was just about to say Hunter Quinn there, on his head, and look to punt Mark Williams in the gut, but it's a sling blade, probably redubbed a switchblade from Mark Williams. It would make sense considering his former occupation before turning into a wrestler. His back turn kicks into the gut of Crimson, and back suplex backbreaker, or back suplex style, hoisting him onto his shoulder. That's kick to the head there by Crimson, although not seeming to phase Mark that much, and clubbing him off to the outside. This is an interesting choice of strategy here by Crimson. This would surely favour the assassin more. Although Michinoku driver to the floor, it might just favour Crimson. We don't know what he is like outside of AOA. At least I personally don't. It might be at home on the outside as he hits an X-Plex, and now sizing up Mark Williams or something. What's he got in mind? Letting him up to his feet, turning him around, whipping him back over the ropes, looking to take it to the outside again. We are 4 minutes in and it's a bit hit or miss. Mark Williams though sending it back into the ring. We're about to hit 4 minutes, sorry, we're not 4 minutes in. Not yet, we will be in 10 seconds. Mark Williams shooting Crimson to the outside. And now this is probably more the playground of the assassin as he's cannonball senton. Well, I say cannonball senton, it looks more like a cannonball you do into a pool than in the corner. And I'll just, ramming him onto the apron of the ring. Hands down the hardest part. It's harder than the grass underneath the mats, and that's on some dry dirt. The ring apron is metal bar, and instantly going for a camel clutch on Crimson on the injured back that he just softened up with the ring apron. Is he going to make Crimson tap out to get the first fall? No, he doesn't. Mark Williams pulling up Crimson. It's not the best strategy as a double leg takedown does it. Crimson probably looking to signal for the end here. Picking him up, pulling him in. X-Plex again from Crimson. Now what's he got in mind? Probably looking for that termination. No, punk kick to the head of Mark Williams. Goes to the pin. 2. Mark Williams not going down to the kick from Crimson. A very violent maneuver there. Crimson though not able to get the job done. Now looking to feed Mark Williams to himself. 2 leg lariats, hooking him around, neck breaker. Now probably looking for another X-Plex / punk kick combination. No. He's looking for a pump handle driver. That could be it for the assassin. Although Crimson not done yet, calling him up. And a straight to the face. Looking for a pump handle flatliner. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And the first fall after 7 minutes goes to Crimson. And Mark cannot be happy with that. Nice German suplex. Mark trying to get the momentum back his way. And now hooking up the camel clutch again. Is this going to be enough to get Crimson to tap out? It could be close. I mean, Crimson is close to the ropes with his left foot. Not right. Picking him up now. Straight to the face and looking to cross him out. He's got him in the cross out. Is this going to be a tap out here from Crimson? And he does! Mark Williams with the cross out on Crimson. The score is 1-1. Scores are level here after 8 minutes. Well, coming up 8 minutes. After 7 minutes, the scores are 1-1. Mark Williams though looking to make it 2-1 his way, but Crimson with the reverse DDT. Crimson now picking up the assassin, hoisting him up onto a fireman's carry, and TKO from Crimson. Now pulling him into more towards the centre. Now what's he got in mind here? Stalking his prey, and knee clothesline combination there from Crimson. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. The scores are 1-1 and we are nearing the halfway point. And oh! That was a nice springboard maneuver there by Crimson. Looked like a crossbody that he changed the direction of mid-air. And looks like now Mark Williams leading from the head. Now Crimson again with the pump handle driver. Probably he's looking a bit exhausted here. They've only spent, well, they are near the halfway point. Sweep of the leg though from Mark Williams. Goes for the pin off of it. It might be enough. Crimson showing some exhaustion, but only getting the 1 count. And stomp to the back there by Mark Williams. And the big senton there, using literally all of his weight on Crimson. And now sitting him up. Pulling him up slowly and club to the back. Snapmare back down. And looking for a chin lock. This could be dangerous here. Mark Williams could transition that into the cross out. And Crimson has already fallen victim to that. It's the first time Mark Williams had ever used the move, and it got a fall for him in this match. Mark Williams so picking up Crimson in the fireman's carry. Blood still trickling from his face as he hits the Death Valley driver into the turnbuckle. Picking up Crimson now. And now whipping him into the opposite corner. Always looking to pick him up and eat a gut-wrench suplex. We have now passed the halfway point. Scores are 1-1. Crimson though, looking for that pump handle flatliner and hits it. Problem is, Mark might be too close to the ropes. 1, 2. Oh, that was super close from Mark Williams. Just getting the kick out. Crimson going to the second, calling up Mark Williams. And now jumping Meteora from the second. Stomp to the face, probably to that open gash on his face, and driving knees now into that cut. Probably making it worse for Mark Williams. Not only is he now going to be suffering from more blood loss, it's going to get into his eyes, it's going to stop him from seeing, it's going to stop him from potentially breathing as it trickles down towards his nose and his mouth. However, it's not affecting the assassin right now as he looks to hit the go-home driver. go home driver. Doesn't go for the pin though on Crimson, which is an interesting choice. Probably considering his options between finish the law Cordis or the cross out. But now Crimson looking to make him pay and looking to do it in big fashion as he's looking for the back turn hook kick. Goes for the pin. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Scores are 2-1 to Crimson with 8 minutes, well, just over 8 minutes on the clock. Snapmare by Crimson, putting Mark Williams on the floor. Drop kick to the back of the head. Now looking to finish him off again. Straight to the face, hooking him up for that pump handle flatliner and hits it. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Scores are now 3-1 towards Crimson. And that's going to make it difficult for Mark Williams, although Mark looking for the cross out. He's got it hooked in and he's dropped to the floor. Is Crimson too close to the ropes though? Will we see another tap out? And there is! Mark Williams bringing it back. 3-2. He's got just over 7 minutes to get a third and potentially a fourth. And Crimson with the cross body to the outside, taking both men over. What's Crimson got in mind here? Mark Williams with an arm breaker. Mark is going to have to think about this very well because Crimson is with the point lead. There's a nice senton on the steel ramp. Does Crimson now throwing Mark. Mark is too exhausted to make it all the way, and Crimson walking up the ramp. Pinfalls and submissions can only occur in the ring. I don't remember a false count anywhere stipulation being added to this contest. Crimson now making his way back towards Mark, shoving Crimson all the way back into the ring. He's going to have to make quick work if he wants any chance of winning or even drawing the match up here. Mark Williams picking up Crimson, placing him on top. Now what's he got in mind here? He's throwing the legs over, hooking him up. Oh, look at the strength of Mark Williams as a gut-wrench suplex from the top. He's just got under 6 minutes. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Whoa, I thought that would have equaled the scores up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but apparently not. Mark Williams with the leg drop across the back and might have hurt his tailbone by doing it. And a kick to the stomach of Crimson. Now hoisting him up. Looking to, snapmares him down to the ground. Rolls in the chin lock. Got it locked in nice and tight. Again, this could be a situation for Crimson where he might find himself in another cross out. It wouldn't be hard for Mark Williams to change it over, but Crimson fighting back, however, gets out of the hold, probably sensing another cross out on the way. And an X-Plex from Crimson goes straight for the pin. Is that going to be it? 1, 2. Only the 2 count for Crimson. Pulls him up now. Mark Williams. His fate potentially in trouble, looking for pump handle driver. Crimson probably looking to guarantee himself victory here. Pulling up Mark Williams slowly and methodically. Eats a drop toe hold and hangs himself on the second rope. Is that going to be it? Mark Williams with the potential to tie it all up and only gets a 2 count. Crimson, if he wasn't having trouble with breathing before after being in 2 cross outs, he definitely is now. And Mark Williams going to make him pay for it. Mark pulling up Crimson. What's he got in mind here? Hooking him up, looking for that go home driver and hits it. Should probably go for a pin or look for another cross out. probably slowly, methodically trying to send a message. He's got 3.5 minutes to tie this match up. Double underhooks on Crimson. And double on the knees. Chicken wing gutbuster. And now maybe looking for the cross out. No, pulling him in. Finish. Dolor. Cordis. Is that going to be it for Mark Williams? Here we go to tie it out. 1, 2, 3. Scores are now level at 3 apiece. And we are into the last 3 minutes of this match. At Xplex from Crimson, is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Oh, so close. Crimson though looking to put a finishing touch on Mark Williams. Punch straight to the face. Hooking him up for that pump handle flatliner. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The scores are 4-3. Mark Williams has 2 minutes and 20 to get the scores back level. And he's going to have to do it monumentally. Crimson. Again, both men trading what looked like shoulder hoists. Mark Williams getting the better exchange with versatility. 1, 2 minutes are left on the clock. Mark Williams is going to have to feel desperate. He's going to need to pull something out. He cannot resort to his methodical strategy that he has been doing this whole match. And he's now starting to sense that. He needs to get the job done. And a snapmare over there by Mark Williams, and going for the chin lock. This could not be the best strategy unless he transitions it into a cross out straight away. And Crimson again fighting out of that position. Although he's going to be eating another pump handle driver in courtesy of Crimson, and does so, dropping Mark on his head. The blood not affecting Mark at the moment, and Crimson now knowing that he can waste time, he's choosing to do so smartly. You have 1 minute to go. Scores are 4-3 in the terms of Crimson. Crimson taking it to the outside with the crossbody. This is probably not what everyone was expecting to happen, but this is the result we are probably going to get. We have 40 seconds left on the clock, and Crimson looking to put the exclamation mark, the finishing touches, as he hooks in for another pump handle flatliner. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Scores are 5-3, and Mark Williams is not going to be able to come back from this. He gave a valiant effort though, getting 2 cross-outs. 2 cross-out tap-out victories, and the finish to Lord Cordis, finally getting to what he's done. But Mark Williams not going to leave without a big moment here, and a big German suplex on the top. Unfortunately for him, time has elapsed. And ladies and gentlemen, what a match. If these two didn't prove their names to the AOA audience, I don't know what on earth they're going to have to do. These two men went through a war, and I don't think anyone in that audience will be forgetting the name Crimson or Mark Williams anytime soon. Crimson with the victory, but Mark Williams gets the most valiant effort and has probably found himself a new move to finish off opponents. Now, moving on to our next contest, we have a title match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Kellyanne Bennett invoking her rematch clause here tonight up against her rival, leader of her long-time rivals, Lilith Winters. And considering what happened last time, Kellyanne is looking to not repeat the same fate that occurred, and looks to regain her title back. Speaking of which, here comes the champion now. And there she is, Lilith Winters, who made her surprise debut attacking Kellyanne Bennett after a hellacious match with Blackjack. And ever since then, has been a dominant force when it comes to our women's division. She has taken out everyone that AOA has put in front of her and has held that championship after defeating Kellyanne. Like last time, no Brood with her at ringside, so it'll be interesting to see what she does in this match. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The grandest prize for women's wrestling in the Southern Hemisphere. And perhaps the world, we could argue. The challenger Kellyanne Bennett looking to regain her championship in Sydney here tonight, whilst Lilith Winters looking to continue her dark reign here in AOA and just cementing the fact that Kellyanne is not worthy of holding that belt. I am expecting a ferocious matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kellyanne Bennett, Lilith Winters. And this matchup is now underway. And a sling blade there from Lilith Winters right off the bat. And a roaring forearm as well. Is already not going the way of Kellyanne. As I say, that drop toe hold and a kick square to the chest. And another one to the back. Stomp to the leg. Clubbing blow to the face. And one back from Lilith Winters. And hooking Kellyanne up for a capture suplex and capture suplex. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied after our Iron Man match that we had just before. Lilith Winters though, resorting to the second rope now, gesturing for Kellyanne to get up. This has all been very one-sided. Lilith Winters with a missile drop kick, shotgun variation. Pulling up Kellyanne now and pulling her in. Snap suplex from Lilith Winters. Kellyanne though looking to build some offense. There's an arm drag. Crucifix driver style, no pin. Stomp to the back. Throwing the arm down to the floor. Kellyanne though eating a fireman's carry takedown from Lilith Winters. And gut buster to Kellyanne Bennett from Lilith Winters. Lilith now slowly picking up Kellyanne and bringing her over to the middle of the ring, snapping her down. And a drop kick to the back. Lilith Winters just walking around, stalking her prey. Bring herself over and Con Hilo senton from Lilith goes to the pin. Nearly a 2 count. I think the ref might have just missed the mat. Lilith now pulling up Kellyanne and dropping his face first straight into the floor. Kellyanne though fighting back with a jawbreaker and a tornado DDT. Kellyanne fighting back as always, the ever resilient champion, our second ever AOA Women's Champion. There's only been 3 so far. Kellyanne looking to make it 4 after a kitchen sinks, and Lilith Winters, for the first time ever, we are seeing seeking asylum on the outside, and it's probably a trap as she's she's got Kellyanne out here. Kellyanne though fighting out of the powerbomb position. That could have ended nicely. Crucifix driver from Kellyanne. Hooking her up. Nice suplex there from Kellyanne. Now pulling her up and leg lariat. Referees count up to 6 though. The girls are going to have to be careful. Kellyanne cannot win the belt from a count out or disqualification. And she quickly realizes that as she throws the lift back into the ring. And I don't know what's happening here. Ooh, Kellyanne though taking a beating as we looked out to the crowd. Momentum had changed. Lilith Winters firing back now and flatliner from Lilith Winters. And now pandering to the crowd as Kellyanne slow to her feet but gets there eventually. And crucifix driver again from Lilith Winters. And now looking to put Kellyanne away with that infamous darkness kick. A black hook kick from Lilith Winters. And that's going to be it for Kellyanne, is it? 1, 2. Ooh. Only a 2 count. Lilith Winters cannot believe that the back hook kick did not put Kellyanne away. Went for the tope con hilo, missing, and Kellyanne now finding herself in control, stomping away on the butt of Lilith Winters. It's an interesting area to target. Kellyanne now kick to the back again. Lilith Winters taking a beating. And a kick to the chest. And another flatliner there from Lilith Winters. Now pulling Kellyanne in. Is that going to be it for Kellyanne? 1, 2, only 2. The resilient former women's champion, showing why she was a women's champion to begin with. As Lilith Winters continuing to dominate. As a DDT spiking her on her head and looking to go up top. What she got in mind here, Kellyanne rolling to the middle of the ring and double stomp to the stomach and chest of Kellyanne. 1, 2, 3. It was a valiant effort by Kellyanne, but your winner, it was inevitable. I mean, there we see the back hook kick, the darkness kick, whatever you want to call it. She probably has a name for it. But this was the icing on the cake, the double foot stomp to chest, stomach, Kellyanne Bennett. And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, well, I'll let the announcer say it.
listen when the self-esteem's low. Really glowed, I really float. My tracks are clouds, I'm like a Care Bear flipping when I'm spitting, moving packs of crowds. I haven't done it in a minute, but I'm back for good. So excited and delighted that I'm packing wood. Held my tongue for